Hey everyone, this is Elias from Match Media, and today we're going to turn this into this. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started, I want to thank the team over at Coverado for giving us this set in return for this YouTube review, which is going to be my honest opinion on what I think about these covers. And let me just say, to start off, these things look really nice. Now, this is the D9109, and I'll be adding the link in my description, as well as the code that you could use, RevMatch, for a possible little discount. So hope you guys enjoy that. But the reason why I went with red, and yes, it's a very bold color choice, but that's because our black interior is really nice, but we kind of wanted something with more life. And these kind of remind me of the Mazda red interior. So it's kind of like this wine slash ox red, and I think it looks great. So we do have the backs for the front seats. We do have the headrests that are also going to be obviously changed. We have the bottom parts of the front seats, and then this whole pile we have for the back. So there are different parts for that, as well as all the hardware that comes with the install right here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of go through it, and let's get started. Now, to kind of give you the before, we have these seats, which kind of have like a leatherette feel to it on the sides, but here it's cloth. And yeah, these things can get dirty. You know, thankfully we don't drive this as much, so we try to keep it as clean as possible. But like I said, I want something different. I want something bold. And yeah, even though we have the awesome red from the RS, because we do have an RS trim, I really wish we had a red interior. So let's go ahead and yeah, just want to show you guys how it looks the before, and let's get installing. Now, the seat covers are going to have this little kind of opening at the top, so we can go ahead and undo the buttons there, and basically you would slip it on. Now, as far as my headrest, I don't see a way of getting them off. I tried by pushing button up, but if you can get your headrest off, that's probably going to be the easiest thing for this. So that way, you know, when you put them over, it's not too difficult, which honestly, it's still not too difficult. So it's not a problem to just kind of get that down, and essentially now lift this up, and you can basically just button these things on, and you have the first one halfway pretty much done. And then you just have to go ahead and let's get that button in there, and we can already start to see that this thing looks awesome. So we have some ties down here, which we will go ahead and work with. So let's get the hardware. So for these, we are going to use the little circles, and it's just a matter of basically putting them in through here like that, and then we pass them through the back. So let me go ahead and just do all three, and now we are going to push those through to the back, and then we're going to get these bottom parts and go ahead and slip them there. Now, they do have these things that we are needing to get one through the middle, these through the middle here, and also pass them through. And now is when it might be better to go ahead and just kind of lean the seat forward so that you can get these little components in through here. And then these are going to have these hooks in the front. Now, when we take a look at the back side of them, this is one thing that I realized was really nice to have. We have a pocket here, which mine does not have a pocket. So the fact that I gained the pocket here is really nice. And yeah, at the bottom, you're gonna want to go ahead and recline the seat forward, and also make sure that you know, if you can have someone help you, that'll be best, because you can essentially pass those little plastic pieces over, and a lot easier than these guys right here, than if it was just a one-person kind of gig. So yeah, if you have someone to help you out, definitely ask for it. And that is the passenger side. Now, the passenger side was significantly faster because you kind of get into the groove of things and you figure things out with the first one. So the first one might be a little bit of kind of struggle trying to figure out what you're needing to do to specifically work with your car. Because I watched the YouTube video and it was easy, but then again, my vehicle is a little bit tight on that side there. And again, having to kind of move the seat forward and back, you'll kind of figure out once you finish the first one, okay, the second one, I know I have to move the seat forward or lean it back, things like that. And basically you have it set up, but this thing looks awesome. It looks really, really cool. I am excited. I can't wait to show my wife because she also was excited about the red, but that's what you have in the front. And then when we come to the back, again, we gained that rear pouch here, which is really nice, especially for my kiddo if he wants to kind of put an iPad in there or something to store away. But yeah, that's kind of what we have in the back. So now it's time for the big one, the bench. So let's get started on that. There are two ways to do the lower part of the back seat. If you can take it out, you'll be able to cross those ties underneath. If you can't take it out or choose not to, you'll continue to use the plastic pieces to tuck them away underneath and to the back. For the backs, just put the loop over the headrest and wrap the flap over to Velcro it in place. Then you'll put the bottom middle part in like you see here. Finish the other side the same way so you can put the final pieces to be held by the Velcros it has. I do have to add that you won't be able to use the armrest in the back if you install the middle piece. I'll have to ask my son if he wants to have access to the armrest because all you need to do is remove that center piece. So here we have it. This is both the front seat and the rear bench installed. Now, yeah, it just looks so good. I love the look that we have with this. Now, a couple of things. So let's kind of start off with the front seat. The first one, be ready to kind of figure things out is what I'll say, is my pro tip. Once you get the first one kind of down and you kind of see the system with the little plastic things, these little guys, my shirt has a front pocket. I loaded up my front shirt with a ton of these because I was constantly having to grab them. So yeah, just make sure you're ready to do the same as well. But it feels really nice. I sat on it right now and this softness is better than the seats themselves, the original seats. So love the fact that we have that. What I don't like, maybe it's a little too puffy, I'd say, but it's not too bad. The other thing as well is, yeah, with my vehicle, it's more of my vehicle kind of thing, is the hooks on the bottom. Trailblazer owners, just be aware, it might be a little bit difficult to catch those front hooks on something. So again, it's not a Coverado issue, it is more of a Trailblazer issue. But front seats look awesome. Love what we get in here. Wife saw it and she was just in love. So it's always good. That's always a good sign. And the back I love, again, because we do have these kind of pockets that we didn't have before. Just be aware, it's not a super snug fit in some of the things. I'm sure with heat, these things will start to, our Texas heat, these will start to kind of come off. This is more based on the fact that we have them in that bag. Now, the rear bench looks great. Love basically how it looks. There are a couple of things though. That is the seatbelt holders. So with this one, I do have to kind of move things around. I don't know if I did something wrong, but there are no kind of cutouts for these guys, or at least there's not enough for me there. The other thing as well, the anchor points. So for my child's booster seat, I am gonna have to really move this one down, which is kind of why I left it a little loose, to be able to go ahead and put his booster seat right in there. So if you have kid seats, just kind of be aware, you're gonna have to reposition them and kind of move them so that they are in a good spot for them. But other than that though, these things look incredible. I love the look. I love the feel to them as well. And it's, again, protecting the original seats. So resale value is going to be significantly higher because of the fact that they'll be nice and clean. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed my review of the Coverado seats. And remember, find the right gear, even if those are red seat covers. See ya.